guys, welcome back to my channel, Generational Gooner. Pete here. Right, we're going to preview the second leg of the Champions League round of 16. First leg, we absolutely demolished PSV, the Dutch champions, 7-1 in their own backyard. Don't know where all them goals come from. We nearly beat our own record of in the European Cup. We won against Standard Liège 7-0 over two legs, 93-94 season. We qualified for the European Cup Winners' Cup because we did the domestic double over Sheffield Wednesday. I was lucky enough to go to all the games. We beat Sheffield Wednesday twice in the Coca-Cola Cup and the FA Cup. The Coca-Cola Cup, the League Cup, we haven't won since, I do believe, since then. The League Cup, that's terrible. But it is what it is. And we move on. We've won the FA Cup. We got the record for the FA Cup, so we move on, and enough about the domestic cups. Let's go on to the second leg of the Champions League. We've got to score a couple of goals, get a couple of goals difference, and then we've beaten our own record. But I'm really interested to see how both teams approach this game, stylistically and tactically, because if PSV want to come out and try and get us and get a few goals, and if they went in, say, 3-0 at half time, well, that would be nerves, wouldn't it? It's an Arsenal thing. It's an Arsenal thing to do, but hopefully we won't. But I think if they came out to attack us, that will suit us, and we will get a few goals anyway, and break the record that we've set against Standard Liège. But or they could play a low block, as they may know that we struggle against a low block, and that will mean we'd have to move the ball quickly through the thirds, transition quickly. Like I've always said in the last few videos, the passing's got to be faster, crisper, smoother. Get the ball out wide, quickly. Let them, the wingers, have a go at the fullbacks. Overlaps from our fullbacks. Getting crosses in. Creating opportunities. Creating gaps that Odegaard can flourish. And then strikers making movements off the ball. If you don't get it, it might create a gap where midfielders can run into. I played a game, I played up front. Didn't play professionally, but it's an instinct. You make a run, and if you don't get it, you're helping your teammates out. But I think you can't be taught how to make them runs. You've either naturally got it or you haven't. Strikers are selfish, so they want the ball, they make the runs to get the ball and score the goals, but it can create opportunities for others. So the wingers, midfielders, like I said, running onto it and can create chances and get shots in and hopefully score some goals. So move the ball quick, as I said, through all the thirds. Goalkeeper into defence. Quickly, move the ball. But I don't want it to be possession. Slowly. I know that's how European football might suit us, but I want to go crisp and fast. Especially if they're in that low block, because that's how you beat a low block. Switch of play. But yeah, so it depends. I'm really interested, like I said, to see how they line up and what tactically how they approach the game, both teams. But we will see whether PSV change their lineup. I think Arsenal will change a couple. Mikel Arteta might have other ideas, but yeah. So I've already talked about us the European record, but we've scored a lot of goals in this Champions League campaign. In the last 5 games, we've scored 20 goals, which is nothing to be sniffed at. And so with scoring goals, that was few of them. We had proper forwards, but Martinelli's coming back. See how he does with his fitness after his first game back in weeks, shall I say, against Manchester United at the weekend. But that's down to the medical staff to check how fit he is to play. But anyway, I'm not going to take my starting lineup just yet. We broke a European record in the first leg when Miles Lewis-Skelly assisted combination for Ethan Nwaneri, who made a great run and with his left foot ferociously scored with power into the top of the net against in the first leg against PSV, and that went down as the youngest ever combination, assist, whatever you want to say, in Europe. So they break records already. And Ethan Nwaneri can break another because he scored before the PSV game against Girona. And then he scored in the PSV first leg. And if he scores tonight, it makes him the youngest player in European history in the Champions League to score 3 goals successfully under 18s. So that would be a big achievement for Ethan Nwaneri. They've already got the Miles Lewis-Skelly and Ethan Nwaneri have already got the, I call it a combination assist goal European record for the youngest goal. But Ethan Nwaneri, if he plays tonight and scores, he can break that record. So be fingers crossed. Hope he does, because it's a great achievement at the age of 17 to do that. I do believe, not 100% sure, it's actually Kylian Mbappe he will be beating. So that's good company to keep. Right. My lineup, what I'm going for, I feel like a few changes is needed. I'm going for Neto in goal. So change Raya. I'll keep Raya on the bench still. And with the young Setford. And at right back, I would make a change. Timber can go on the bench, but I think he needs a rest after the ACL injury, which is a serious one, and he's done well to play the majority of the season. He's been immense at right back when we've been without Ben White, so he's going to find it hard to get in the team. But at right back, it's Ben White. Give him a game. And I think William Saliba will start. And Gabriel will be rested, but be on the bench still, if needed. And I want to see Calafiori playing the centre-back, left-sided. Haven't really seen him play that position. And that's what I want to see going forward, because see what that partnership's like with Saliba and Calafiori, because Gabriel can get some rest. Definitely next season, when it would be an even hard season, and hopefully Gabriel don't get injured for in this season. But I just want to see Calafiori play there. On the left back, I'm going to go with Kirantini. He's a solid left back, and we really don't want them to score any goals. And then I've made a change in the midfield positionally. Rice is going to start at the 6. I think that's his best position, but he can play in the 8 role just as good. But I think he was bought as a number 6 from West Ham, and I want to see him play there. To the right of him, I would play Martin Odegaard, and this might be a little bit of a surprise, but I'd play the 18-year-old, which is his position, midfield, Miles Lewis Skelly, and see what he looks like. That's where he played for all the youth teams, under 23s, and I want to see what he looks like potentially going forward and for next season, and see what he looks like. You can't judge one game, but it'd be nice to see him. He's technically gifted, strong, good runner with the ball, so I'd like to see him play there. On the left, Trossard, and he had an indifferent game against Old Trafford. Had a brilliant game in the first leg, and he got on the score sheet. And on the right hand side, I would like to see a change. I want to see Martinelli, because then they can swap him and Trossard if need be during the game. But it all depends on how he's recovered from the game in the weekend against Manchester United at Old Trafford. And I was quite surprised to see how well he did when he come on, and just to see how he's recovered, and if he's, the medical team will say if he's fit enough to play. But if not, and he's got to be on the bench, I'm going to go, I felt a bit sorry for him. I didn't want him in the summer, but I'm going to go with Sterling. As we've got such an advantage, there shouldn't be a worry, and this is his chance to, because he would have been having left backs come up, substitutes over him, and he would have been a bit peeved off not even to get on at the weekend. So he'd be fuming, in fact. But so Sterling on the right, and Ethan Nwaneri up top. I want to see a bit of a different position for him. He plays a lot. He can play in the midfield. He can play up front as a number 10. What he did all through his youth team, and he's so talented. He can do that. So I think have a little bit different up top, and Mourinho can have a rest. But whether Arteta does that, we don't know. But let's see how it goes. And I predict 2-0 win. Ethan Nwaneri is going to score a goal and become the youngest ever player in the Champions League to score in his third successive game at 18, and Odegaard to notch the other one. Come on, the Arsenal. We can do it. We can do it. Should be easy. Don't make it hard. Come on, you Gunners. O to B. O to B. Good.